I'm Robert Becker, and I've just retired from 36 years of teaching high school science, and I want to introduce you to this little guy. Beautiful shape, isn't it? It's all curvy, but look at how it's made up of just a bunch of straight lines. In geometry, this shape is called a hyperbolic paraboloid, and it represents a whole field of math that shows up all over the place in physics and biology and chemistry and astronomy and even architecture. But even more beautiful and mind-blowing is what happens when you start linking these simple shapes together. Unlike other construction sets where you pretty much know what you're going to get, HyperTiles are unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. It's more of an exploration into a field called hyperbolic geometry. And even though there's just one shape, with the different angles and orientations, colors and connection modes, the possibilities are truly infinite. Believe it or not, I actually came up with the idea for this construction toy 30 years ago. But I knew I didn't have the time or energy back then to do this project right and still do right by teaching, which I loved, and raising a family, which I loved even more. But I've just retired last spring, and my 3 daughters are all off and grown, and my wife's on board with this. The other reason I couldn't take this very far back in 1990 was that I had no way of making a very good prototype. 3D printing didn't exist back then, so I was stuck with duct tape and toothpicks. So, these were all 3D printed. Isn't that cool? The box they come in, like square Pringles chips, all different colors. That was fine for making a few hundred of them, but if I wanted to mass produce these for a toy that would be affordable and out there for everyone, I'd have to use something called injection molding, and that can have a rather high startup cost if it's done right. So what can these be used for, you ask? Well, that I'm going to leave up to you, because when you play with these, you are truly playing. You're not just following 20 pages of instructions, you're exploring and creating and coming up with structures and functions I couldn't even dream of. My goal is simple: to get these out there in the hands of creative children of all ages and just let them explore. I hope you'll support me with that effort.